Every day, internet users generate more than a petabyte of data. How big is a petabyte? About 500 billion pages of standard printed text, that's how much. Enough to fill 20 million four-drawer filing cabinets, which, if laid end to end, would stretch more than 16,400 miles, about 2/3 of the way around the Earth, every single day. Now, 500 billion pages of data by itself isn't very useful to anyone. It's only when we give that data meaning and context that it becomes information, something people can actually use. And when we take that information and organize it so that people know what it's supposed to be used for, that creates knowledge. And that's why people surf the web. They're looking for information to gain knowledge about the things they're interested in. Now, any place where billions of people are wandering around looking for stuff is a place where people who have stuff really want to be. And so hundreds of millions of businesses and organizations put their stuff online for everyone to see, kind of like setting up an information yard sale on the side of the road. And we call that a website. But since the internet is just billions of computers connected to each other, people looking for information can easily wander around in cyberspace forever without finding what they were looking for, a problem which the great internet god Google decided to solve by creating the search engine. And for many years, there was peace and harmony on the internet, as people looking for stuff found the people who had stuff. But remember that pesky old petabyte? Every 2 days, 1 trillion new pages of data flooding into cyberspace as companies and organizations load more and more data to attract more and more visitors to their online information yard sales. Well, they discovered that they had a problem. The websites they had built weren't working so well. With so much data flying around the web, many websites were just being bypassed, kind of like those days when the interstate highway system was built and traffic that used to come through town now went whizzing by without ever even knowing there was a town. And if a visitor did arrive at a particular website, they often had difficulty finding what they were looking for, leaving them frustrated and unhappy. And organizations were frustrated and unhappy too, because their websites were like yard sales with big walls around them. Not only was it hard for their customers to get in to access the stuff they were looking for, nothing could be moved or changed without having to call an expert who'd have to come take down a piece of the wall and bring new stuff in and rearrange things to make it easier and more attractive to people. And then things got even more complicated as people started moving to cool new online neighborhoods, places like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, places where the information came to them so they didn't have to spend so much time searching for stuff. So now companies not only have to figure out how to move all their stuff over to where everyone is hanging out, they still have to find a way to convince some of those people to come back to their websites and use all the information they've been creating there. And as if all that isn't enough, all those people we're trying to reach, they want to be a part of the information we're creating. They want to comment, have conversations, like they have a stake in what's happening. And all of this preparing, organizing, distributing, and sharing content takes a lot of time. It's complicated. It's hard to keep track of, and even harder still to monitor. So it's easy to just give up, go back to doing it the old way. Except you know you can't go back. Nope. What you need is something that makes all of this stuff simple. You need a system. One single tool that makes it easier to produce, manage, distribute, and monitor all of your content. You need this.